Hello everyone. Today we discuss about sadhana path. I am Dr. Mahendra Dhakar, Assistant Professor, Gyan Vihar University, Jaipur. Sadhana path is a second book of Yoga Sutra. We already discussed about first book, Samadhi path. Sadhana path. In this path, sadhana is the Sanskrit word for practice or discipline. 55 slok and sutras are in it. The sadhana path compile 55 slokas. We are discuss of Ashtanga Yoga at limbs and Kriya Yoga and Action Yoga in Sadhana path. Consideration note: Kriya Yoga, sometimes called Karma Yoga in the Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna is considered by Krishna to act without attachment to the result or fruit of action and activity. In other words, Kriya Yoga is the yoga of selfless action and service. Yogasya chitvritti nirodha. Design the lesson suffering to be practiced in the thought, words and action. Ahimsa, non-violence toward any living thing. Satya, truth and honesty. Aste, non-stealing. Brahmacharya, celibacy or sexual fidelity. Aprigraha, lack of possessiveness and non-clinging. And niyam, there are 5 niyamas. First is soch, cleanliness of body and mind. Santosh, contentment with the what you have. Tapas, self-discipline. And swadhyay, study of the self. And Iswar Pranidhan, surrender to the Iswar. Observance, designed to build character, to be practiced with body, mind and spirit. Asan means sitting. Physical posture to be held with steadiness and easy. Stri Sukhasanam. Originally only sitting posture were described by Patanjali. Today, the exploration of asana has given rise to countless styles of yoga. And pranayam, life force extension, practice of breath control. The goal of pranayam is to lengthen, control and free of the subtle energy within the body. Pratyahar, withdraw of senses, objective witness of one's own self. Dharana, to think of, single pointed concentration in meditation. Dhyana, uninterrupted concentration, a state of being keenly aware in meditation without focus. Samadhi, absorption, blissful transcendence through meditation. And we see Vibhuti path. Vibhuti path, 56 sutras in this Vibhuti is the Sanskrit word for power or manifestation. The Yoga Sutra asserts that through the practice of yoga, the yogi can acquire superpower. Sanskrit Siddhi are acquired by practice of yoga. Vibhuti is a Sanskrit word for power or manifestation. Supernormal power Siddhi are acquired by practice of yoga. The entering of another soul, ability to fly or move great distance in movement, increase and decrease in size, the ability to acquire great wealth with little efforts. Disclaimer: the temptation of these powers should be avoided and attention should be fixed only on moksha, liberation. And we see Kaivalya Path is last path on absolute freedom. Kaivalya Path 34 Sutra in Kaivalya Path. Kaivalya literally means isolation. In the Yoga Sutra, emancipation, liberation, moksha of freedom are often considered appropriate and or acceptable terms to express the meaning of Kaivalya. Often cited as the goal of yoga, moksha, liberation, it used interchangeable with Kaivalya. The Kaivalya path describes the nature of liberation and reality of the transcendental self. The Kaivalya path describes the nature of liberation and the reality of transcendental self. I think samadhi, or to look from another angle, the power of pure consciousness settle in its own pure nature. Kaivalya Path, Sutra 35. Only the minds born of meditation are free from karmic impressions. Kaivalya Path, Sutra 7. Science that described to live is eternal. Impressions are also beginningless, the impressions being held together by cause, effect, basis, and support by the disappear with disappearance of these four. Kaivalya Path, Sutra 11 and 12. Consider, deal with impressions left by our endless cycle, samsara of birth, and the rationale behind the necessity of erasing such impressions. It portrays the yogi who has attained Kaivalya as an entity who has gained independence from all bondage and achieved the absolute true consciousness or Ritambra Pragya. Ritambra Pragya. Described in the Samadhi path. Ashtanga Yoga Yoga at limbs path of yoga, the practice of yoga. The 8 limbs of yoga: yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. External ethics: yam. 5 yam. Yams are: what does yam mean? Ahimsa or non-violence. Ahimsa traditionally meant not to kill and hurt anyone. This can be extended to mean what violent in feeling, words or actions should be avoided. At root, ahimsa is the practice of compassion towards yourself and others. Satya or truthfulness is the practice of truthful thoughts, words, and deeds. It is the cultivation of honest living within relationship to curseless you and with others. Satya develops the ability to access situation honestly without need for apology. Aste or non-stealing asserts that one should not take or desire something that in this own. Why? The act of stealing that stems from the misperception that the universe is lacking in abundance. In this way, desire or jealousy, similarly rooted in subconscious beliefs of lack and scarcity, cause greed, cleansing, and hoarding in their various manifestations, including theft. Brahmacharya. We practice brahmacharya when we consciously choose to use our life force to cultivate a virtuous way of life. Both limited and precious life force can quickly dissipate as a result of frivolous sexual activity. And yogi, we choose to use one power behind sexuality as resources for living a fulfilling life. Aprigraha, non-possessiveness. And internal discipline, nema. There are 5 names. What are they? What are they? What does it mean? Nema, religious and internal observance or commitment. Cleanliness, contentment, mortification, study, self-surrender to God. Soch, it means purity, cleanliness, santosh, contentment, tapas, heat, intensity of discipline, austerity. Swadhyay, self-study, Ishwar Pranidhan, surrender, dedication, application, alignment. Soch, cleanliness. The most common translation is cleanliness, but Soch at root is concerned with keeping different energies distinct. Soch protects the purity and sanctity of the energy around us. Soch focus on the grossest physical concern, bodily and environmentally, as well as more subtle energetic issue, mental and physical. Santosh. Santosh is practice prevent desire to obtain experience and or accumulate object of pleasure. A common example is over extreming in the pose. Tell them to stop and rest bliss, a calm breath and the feeling of santosh. Only then in that spirit should they resume the practice of the pose. This quality of contentment leads to mental peace. Tapas austerity, often translate as heat or austerity, tapas can also consider in terms of single living wise efforts. Austerity, by practicing a self-denying and austere lifestyle, we can learn to control desire generated emotions. Also, by living simply, we recognize a space is created where greater endeavors replace baser desire. Wise effort can be discerned as the difference between someone who simply fantasizes and someone who is on the path towards their dreams. Efforts in required to make anything bear fruit in the physical world, and yet we have to balance tapas with santosh, efforts with contentment. If we try to force things, we will end up doing harm. Lastly, tapas can also be considered as the heat generated that create a purifying effects. Swadhyay. Swadhyay translate the study oneself and as the study about the self. As a practice, Swadhyay enlightens the true nature of human nature and facilitates healthy thoughts. Evolution through in involution. This is largely accomplished through careful self observation after working in a pose. Pose, become still and feel the change. This builds self awareness, the foundation of Swadhyay. Ishwar Pranidhan. Ishwar Pranidhan can be translated as surrender of God and as surrender of ego. In short, practice of Ishwar Pranidhan may manifest itself as a desire to be less self centered by aiming at higher goals. In terms of our asan practice, most of us are concerned with getting there. We want result, we want to achieve. In consideration of Ishwar Pranidhan, will be able to do yoga with both intensity and calmness when they dedicate practice to universal life force of which we are all a part. we realize it is our intention and efforts that count. The field of experience आसन स्थिर सुखम आसनम स्थिर स्टेडी स्टेबल सुखम हैप्पीनेस आसन posture. The asana of meditation should embody steadiness and ease. This sutra in 2.46 and 2.47, this occurs as all efforts relaxes and coalescence arise, revealing that the body and infinite universe are indivisible. Priyanta effort, Sethille relaxation, Ananta endless, boundless, and Sampratibhyam, coalescence unlifted contemplation. The field of experience pranayam. Pranayam, Sanskrit for extending of the pran or breath, or more accurately extension of the life force. Pran, life force or vital energy, yam, or extend, draw out, restraint of control, ayam. Once that perfected posture has been achieved, the swing or breaking of the force behind and of unregulated movement of inhalation and exhalation is called breath control and expansion of pran. Pranayam, which leads to the absence of the awareness of both and is the fourth of the 8 rungs. Yoga Sutra 2.49. As the moment patterns of each breath, inhalation, exhalation, full are observed as to duration, number, and area of focus, breath become spacious and subtle. This is in Sutra 2.50. As realization dawns, the distinctions between breathing in and out falls away. Sutra 2.51. Then the veils lifts from the mind's luminously. Sutra 2.52. Generally, pranayama terms is kumbhak, stopping the breath, nigrab, pranayam without mantra, nigarb, sagarb, pranayam with mantra, pranayam, pran, breathe, life force, and purak, inhalation, and rechak, exhalation. Nigarb and sagarb is related to pranayam. If we do pranayam without mantra is nigarb. We practice pranayam with mantra. This is sagarb. Pranayam breathing technique. Anulom, anu, long with according to hair. Bhramri, large black bee. Bhastrika, bellows. Kapalbhati, स्कल पॉलिशिंग, कपाल स्किल, भाती लाइटिंग, स्प्लेंडर, मोर्चा टू स्वान, नाड़ी शोधन, नर्व क्लीजिंग, नाड़ी टेबुलर ऑर्गन शोधन, टेबुलर ऑर्गन शोधन, प्यूरिफाइंग और क्लींजिंग, पल्विनी प्लावन टू बाथ फ्लोट, प्लोटिल प्रतिलोम, प्रति opposition and loam hair, समव्रति even breathing, some even and smooth level vrati action, surya bhedan, surya and sun, bhedan and breaking, splitting and dividing, ujjai, victorious lengthening of the internal breath, jai to occur, vilom, we away from loma hair, visam vrati, visam difficult even in vrati action, pratyahar the field of experience, pratyahar 2.54, serve on vishya object of experience phenomenon, asamprigya accompanying chetasya consciousness, serve on rupa form, anukarna imitation, flowing the shoot, eva like, thus as it were indriyam, sensory apparatus, pratyahari withdraw the senses. When the mental organs, sense and action indriyas cease to be engaged with the corresponding object in their mental realm and assimilate or turn back into the mind field from which they arose, this is called pratyahar and is the fifth step. Through that turning inward of the organs of sense and action indriyas also comes a supreme ability, controllability and mastery over those sense inclining to go outward toward their objects. Dharana, concentration. धारणा एक एकाग्रता चित्त, एकाग्रता एक वन एंड चित्त माइंड ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस, होल्डिंग स्टेडी कंसंट्रेशन, सिंगल फोकस, मेडिटेशन ध्यान, ध्यान, nostalgia, discrimination, the supersessi, the and the benefit and the linguistic and samadhi. In a state of samadhi absorption occur these, there is no distinction between act of meditation and the object of meditation. There are two kinds or three levels of the samadhi: sampragyat samadhi and asampragyat samadhi. 3.3 samadhi, when the perceiving consciousness in this meditative is wholly given to illuminating the essential meaning of the objects, contemplates and is freed from the sense of separateness and personality. This is contemplation samadhi. There are two kinds and three levels of samadhi. Two kinds, sampragya samadhi, it means sabij samadhi, and asampragya samadhi, it means nirbij samadhi. Sampragya samadhi is conscious samadhi and asampragya samadhi super conscious samadhi. There are three levels: savikalp samadhi, asampragyat samadhi, and third is nirvikalp samadhi. Mirror of Yoga Sutra some reflects on samadhi path 1.2 yogas चित्त वृत्ति निरोधः. Sampragyat samadhi, conscious samadhi, is the mind remains concentrated ekagra chit object of meditation. Therefore the consciousness of the object of meditation persists. Mental modification arise only in respect of this object of meditation. Savitarka, the chit is concentrate upon a gross object of meditation, such as a flame of a lamp, the tip of the nose, or the image of a deity, image of Father, image of Bhagwan Krishna, image of Shiv, image of Ram. Savichara, the chit is concentrate upon subtle object of meditation, such as tanmatras. And third is sanand samadhi. The chit is concentrated upon a still subtle object of meditation like the senses. Gyanendriya. Sasmita, the chit is concentrate upon the ego, substance with which the self is generally identified. There are four types sampragyat samadhi. First is savitark samadhi, second is savichar samadhi, third is sanand samadhi, and fourth is sasmita samadhi. In savitarka, we are concentrated upon gross object. In savichar, the chit is concentrated upon subtle object as tanmatras. Sanand, the chit is concentrated upon a still subtle like senses. And Sasmita, the chit is concentrated upon ego substance with which the self is generally identified. Asampragyat samadhi. Asampragyat samadhi, superconscious stage. The chit and the object of meditation are fused together. The conscious of the object of meditation is transcendent. All mental modification are checked niruddha, although latent impressions may continue. Three level of samadhi. savikalp, the transitional state between meditation and higher awareness state. The mind retains its consciousness and continues to experience thought, bliss, and self-awareness. It means Savikalp Samadhi transitional state between meditation and higher awareness state. Asampragyat, higher awareness state with absence of physical awareness. And third is Nirvikalp. In this state, there is no longer mind duality, a subject object relationship or experience. Distinction fades and we can see everything as one. Here, something but pure awareness remains and nothing distracts from wholeness and perfection. On Samadhi, when you say you sit for meditation, the first thing to be done in understand that it is not this body. Identification that is sitting for meditation, but this knowledge I am, this consciousness which is sitting in meditation and is meditating on itself. When this is finally understood, then is becoming easy when this consciousness presence merge in itself. The state of Samadhi ensues. It is the conceptual feeling that I exist that disappears and merges into the beginningness itself. So this conscious presence also gets merged into that knowledge, that beginningness, that is Samadhi. Prakriti is related to Purusha, which is transcendent, is the subtle of the material aspect of energy. This is the primordial state of matter, even prior to matter as we know it in the physical sense. Prakriti manifests as three gunas and the other evolves. While Purusha is considered uncaused, Prakriti is considered the first cause of the universe as the base of physical reality. Both matter and force are considered to emanate from Prakriti, since it is the first principal tattva of the universe. This is called Pradhan. But as it is unconscious and unintelligent principle, It is also called the Jad. It is composed of three essential characteristic trigunas. There are Sattva, Ras, and Tamas. Physical events are considered to be manifestation of a words of Prakriti. The primal nature all physical body are